So just what was the reaction when you guys heard the news about Zion, him not being around, and just what were the conversations amongst you guys?
I mean, you didn't. Yeah, honestly, I don't care about anything but him. To a certain extent, it's like screw the team in this moment. It's a shame for him. Truly, like he had an unbelievable year, and just because this happened at this time doesn't make it not a success. It was a success. My man was healthy, played 70-some games. He was awesome, and hopefully we get to see him again this year. But your heart just hurts for him. All of us just hurt for him, and you feel for him, and it's unfortunate, but back to the team. All we can do is soldier on forward.
Have you had a chance to talk to him yet?
Yeah.
Hey guys, how did that conversation kind of go?
Just words of encouragement. If he he always knows if he needs a shoulder, needs a pair of ears to listen to him. I'm always there for him, and your heart just hurts for him. But that moment in time is a really tough one to stomach for all of us, but for him especially. You just hurt for him.
Now you have a team that you've beat 5 times in a row. So how do you go in not overly confident because of that and approach it the right way?
I think there's a difference between confidence and cockiness. We're going to go into it confident because we deserve to, and we've earned the right to go in feeling confident. But we ain't going in cocky. We recognize where we're at. We just lost 2 to the Lakers on our home court, and beating a team. I don't know if it's ever been done beating a team 6 times outside of the playoffs. So it's something that we know is not going to be easy, not going to be a walk in the park. But we're confident, not cocky.
What have you kind of seen from the Kings recently, especially in that win over the Warriors?
Just the way their pace of play is just so rapid. I mean, obviously Fox does that by himself, generates all that pace. But the way Keegan Murray's been playing has been off both him and Sabonis' gravity has been great. Keon Ellis has stepped up huge. It's hard, you miss a guy like Kevin Huerter or a guy like Malik Monk, and Keon Ellis can step in and play that role to a T is really impressive. So they're playing really well. They're playing hot, and this, like I said, this is not going to be like the first 5 matchups. It's going to be that much more intense and that much harder.
Now, why have y'all been so good against them in a way you feel like?
There are some teams that just match up better against others, and respectfully, I feel like we match up well against them in terms of just the guys. Herb is an all-world defender, and the past few games he's made De'Aaron's life pretty difficult, and both JV, that's like playing against his little brother. He's not in a disrespectful way, but just they're both Lithuanian. They know each other's moves like the back of their hand. It's always a good fight, good battle, and I just personally I just feel like I just like the way our guys guard them.
And Larry, you guys have had the unfortunate experience of not having Zion for a lot of games these last 3 years. Can you rely maybe on any of those experiences, especially 2 years ago when you guys went to the play-in tournament, won 2 games, and gave the Suns a run for their money? Like, you feel like there's chemistry, strategies kind of in place almost for this scenario?
Yeah, I mean, you can't say we haven't been there before. We know what it's like, and obviously we'd rather have them. That goes without needing to say, but we've done it before. We've won big games without them, and we're a really good team, regardless of that fact. So we need big games from a few guys to step up, and could come from anywhere. Could come from BI, could come from Trey, could come from Jose, could come from Dyson, myself. Like, you never know. So it's just next man up mentality, and we're gonna be ready to go.
And I guess how would you respond to someone who would say if they don't win this game, this season was a failure, they failed to live up to the expectations? I guess how would you feel about that type of sentiment?
I don't have anything to say to that. I mean, I really don't, because I don't care. If again, tomorrow we plan on winning, we want to win, and that's the mentality going forward. If we don't, say it. It's not going to affect me at all. It's not going to affect us at all. We like our group. Adversity just happened to hit at a really unfortunate time. But again, I'm not planning on having to hear any of that because we want to win.
How do you just not let, I guess, the disappointment of what happened Tuesday, I guess, mentally carry over into Friday? Is that a challenge at all or anything?
Yeah, I mean, it was really good to get yesterday to mentally reset, and then today to, move on to the next one. Obviously, that one did hurt, and it hurt that night, and it hurt all day yesterday. But stepping into the gym this morning, seeing everybody, and knowing that we got a refocused mindset and energy towards this next game is all we can do.
How important is kind of B.I. getting back into the floor for this game and making an impact for y'all?
Nah, B's going to be huge for us. He's going to be awesome. We've seen it time and time again. B.I. steps up in big games, and this is no different than any of those. He's a superstar, and he's going to show us tomorrow.